For over 13 years, I've been teaching Korean, and I want to write about a common concern many students have. The question is, why, despite working so hard, do their Korean skills not improve as much as they expect? In this blog, I'll clearly explain the causes and solutions without any ambiguity. To make it easy to understand, I've illustrated the story by comparing swimming to learning Korean. I hope you'll read it while reflecting on your own experiences with studying Korean. The first mistake beginners make when deciding to learn Korean is choosing the study path, which most learners tend to follow. The alternative is the practice path. This refers to jumping straight into Korean conversation without focusing on prior knowledge, like grammar. On the study path, acquiring knowledge is the top priority. In contrast, on the practice path, learners focus on directly using their speaking and listening skills rather than studying rules and knowledge. Those who follow the study path are typically dedicated to mastering grammar, pronunciation, and vocabulary with great enthusiasm. Students on this path often take pride in understanding the knowledge they've gained, believing firmly that if they continue to work hard, they'll eventually see results. Meanwhile, learners on the practice path are bound to make many mistakes. The teacher leading the practice path waits patiently, believing in their students. However, those who think that mastering Korean knowledge is a requirement for language learning often distrust this approach. At a certain point, students on the study path start to realize that no matter how much they study, they might never be able to actually speak Korean. result, they try to use the knowledge they've gathered so far to have conversations in Korean. But things don't go as planned. In fact, they hardly work at all. At this stage, students on the study path make their second mistake. Despite realizing they can't speak Korean, they assume it's because they still lack sufficient knowledge. So, they double down on studying even more. If you've been studying Korean for 3 months and still can't have basic conversations, it's time to reconsider your approach. Many learners make the mistake of thinking they need to study grammar and vocabulary first before they can speak. The truth is the opposite. You should learn just enough basic grammar and vocabulary to start speaking, and as you converse, you will naturally fill in the gaps. Once learners on the study path master basic grammar, they feel eager to apply what they've learned. But at this point, frustration hits hard. They realize that all the time and energy they've poured into studying Korean hasn't yielded the expected results. Many Korean learners give up early, and the reason is simple. They don't see the progress they expected despite their effort, so they feel discouraged. Unfortunately, they often mistakenly believe that the problem lies in their own lack of talent for languages.
Quitting Korean isn't about being too busy, it's about not seeing the results you hoped for, despite your hard work. The worst-case scenario is when someone knows the study path didn't work for them, yet continues down that road, believing they just didn't study hard enough. Let's think about why the Gramo students couldn't swim, while the Procto students could. Actually, everyone is born with the ability to swim. Gramo continued to impart knowledge to them while ignoring their abilities, while Procto helped her students develop their natural ability to swim. Learning a language is no different. You already possess the language ability to speak Korean. Through this story, I've shown the difference between unsuccessful and successful language learners. Most learners believe that the time, money, passion, and stress they invest in learning Korean are all necessary, and they work hard as a result. But all of that effort only wears you out without yielding real results. Stop studying Korean and shift your focus entirely to practice. The practice path won't drain your time or money, and it won't exhaust you. It will give you real, tangible results, making learning Korean an enjoyable journey.